Welcome to Timberwest Design, where creative ideas meet smart design for everyday living. Last week we made these awesome globe speakers. They look fantastic and they sound even better. We planned a second video to make this. I didn't want to make this all in 1 week, so I split it up into two. So this week is the subwoofer week. This is an amazing sound. You can't believe how cool this sounds with these awesome coax speakers, this 10-inch subwoofer. It is killer. This sounds so good. Let me tell you a little bit of backstory. So a couple of months ago, Shad Nice from Natural Loudspeakers.com, he reached out to me, sent me an email. He ended up hiring me to make this for him. So this is a contracted project, made this for him. He's going to be offering this system in the future. You can go to his website and check that out, get on his mailing list, and when these are available, you're gonna want some. So tell you what, let's take some time. I'll show you how this is all done, and you see how this was built. So here's the shape of the subwoofer. I cut it in half, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you the outer upper mold, the outer bottom mold. So this is symmetrical, so I can just make this again for this side. So I only had to draw one of each, print it twice, and then on the inside, the same thing. I have this inner bottom and this inner top, and I print both of those twice to make the other half, and then I cast this twice to make the complete enclosure. So let's send this to the 3D printer. The printer has been very, very busy printing this project. These are some big parts and they take some time, so we just got to sit back, relax, and wait for it to be done. The 3D printer has been very, very busy. This represents a lot of printing. This piece, for example, is a 15-hour print for this particular one. So there's a lot of pieces. So time to put this thing together, and we're gonna get close to casting soon. So I put mold release in here with the canola oil, and then I put my inserts in after. This is the inserts for the feet. These are 1/4-20s. And then I got some M5 inserts going here for the driver, and then we'll mold release this side and get it put together. So I poured the concrete, I've let it dry, and now it is time to take the molds off. I have this little brace on here to line the two molds together. This center one is bolted in the back but not in the front, and it would float out. So we're just gonna tap it. It's got good draft, so this will come right out. Looks like, I like that, it looks good. So now on this one, I need to undo the bolts for the top. Actually, I'm gonna flip it up and then we'll take the top off. Just a little bit of tapping on the flange here. This will pop off easily as well. Look at that, looking good. And then I just lay this down like so. Tap this flange. And there we go. So we'll give this a little bit of time to dry out some more. I'll glue the two halves together and we'll take it to that point. It's time to glue the two halves together. So I'm gonna use this Loctite adhesive. Just gonna put a good bead on here. Not too much, but we definitely want a little bit of ooze out. You can just trim that ooze out off. So we'll go all the way around and then we'll put these two together. Okay, we got enough on there. I'm just gonna stand this up. Line them up. Kind of squish them together a little bit, work it in, and then what we're going to do is, that's why I have gloves on, so we're just kind of feel for where the center is, and we should be good to go. We'll give this a day or two to cure out and start sanding and get it ready for primer. So it's been a couple of days. The adhesive is dry and ready to go. So our next step is I'm going to take some grinders and just start cleaning things up, just where things are not quite flat and level. Got to get it nice so I can get the good primer job. So we'll do that next, and then we'll get to primer. Paint job is done, and this looks really, really good. I'm very happy with how this turned out. So let me just recap how the paint job went down. So I took a grinder and I just ground this whole thing, got it all pretty smooth, did a coat of primer, and then I sanded it with a block. You want to take a block, and I sanded it with 80 grit to just get all the bumps and get it smooth. Then I primed it again, and I started putting some spot putty in. So we use this spot putty, and then I did another coat of primer, sand that with 150 grit, and then another coat of primer, and then I sanded that one. Actually, I took what's called a guide coat. I sprayed some flat black paint over the primer on the last coat. I sanded it all with 150 grit sandpaper. What the guide coat does is if there's a little hole or a little divot, it stays black when you're sanding it. So after that, and then I sanded it with 220 grit sandpaper and then top coated it with this paint, and that's how we got to this point. I want to thank this week's sponsor, Pale Blue Batteries. You know, I like nice high-end flashlights, and you know what powers my flashlights? Pale Blue rechargeable batteries. What I like about them is I can take a power bank on the go. There's a USB-C port right on the battery. I can plug it in, charge on the go. Pale Blue batteries, they're awesome. It's time to put the binding posts in. I have these brass binding posts and they didn't have any black or red coloring, so I 3D printed this little piece that just goes on like so, and then that'll go in the hole like that. Do the black one, and that'll go in like that, and then I'll put the nut on the inside and we'll get to that point. Got the wires soldered into the binding post. It's time to put in the stuffing, and this is all exactly for this volume. It's gonna work out good. Okay, we got that. So now we're gonna put this subwoofer, and let me tell you about this. Is a 10-inch aluminum coned subwoofer that's rated at 600 watts at 8 ohms. So this thing is gonna sound really, really good. So we're gonna put this in position, put the screws in. We're getting close to being done. Time to tighten up the last screw, and that is ready to roll. So next step, let's put the feet on like that. And then we'll just get all 4 feet on and we'll be done. Let's stand this up. This thing actually weighs 60 pounds. This is a beast. 60 pounds actually without the sub, so who knows, maybe at 70 with the sub. So there we go, all done. I know what you're thinking. You're gonna want a sound demo, but with YouTube compression and your playback gear, it just wouldn't do it justice. But in person, it hits deep and clean. This set was custom made for naturalloudspeakers.com. They commissioned me for this full build, so that's why I can't share the files for this project. But if you want to explore my other concrete and 3D printed creations, head over to my website at timberwestdesign.com. Make sure you're subscribed. I have some fun projects that you don't want to miss coming up. We'll see you next time, and always remember, creativity is just a 3D print away.